Hey, what's up everybody? So today I thought about making a video about Unacademy. I do get questions every once in a while, which is what kind of design work do you do? What does your day-to-day look like? What are the different things you do in addition to making these videos on YouTube, posting on Instagram? And I thought I'd take some time out to talk about what are the different types of things we do at Unacademy? What is my role? What is the team there? What kind of work we do? And hopefully give you some idea about what that part of my life is like. So I joined Unacademy about a year and a half back. I was one of the first designers there, and I was responsible for setting up the entire team. Setting up the graphic design, product design, and also figuring out how should the team scale, who should we hire, setting up design systems in the company, and then eventually redesigning the apps. So I'll tell you where we are right now. We have 8 designers, 3 designers on the graphic design side, 5 designers on the product design side. Sneha, she sort of leads the team on the graphic design side. I lead everything on the product design. So when we first started out, we were a fairly small team. So it was me, one other person, and then I hired another person. So we were 3 of us in the beginning. And one of the first things that we did was to set up what the vision should be like for the next year. And part of this was to design a design system, a design language for our apps. So we have the learning app, which learners use to study, to get updates, and to prepare for their exams. The educator app is what educators use to actually create their lessons and publish this to learners. And we had to create a scalable design system for the products in this ecosystem as both of these apps were scaling up in number of users, in number of things you could do with it. Another part of this was the graphic and marketing side of it. So we have a lot of stuff happening. We have YouTube channels which are fairly big. We have a lot of content we publish there from the platform as well as stuff we create. We also have a lot of marketing that we do, which is on social media and everywhere else. So eventually I hired somebody for that. So Sneha today, she sort of has her own team. She leads the graphic, brand and marketing side of things, and we sort of connect this to product with our own teams. So I can talk about every single thing that we've done over the past year and a half, but I think some highlights I'll talk about from our dribble. What you can actually check out here are highlights of work we've done through the past 1.5 years, and also a glimpse into who the people are. You can check that out on the left side here. You can dive into their work, see the kind of stuff they're producing. But let me take you back to the first shot here. This is design at Unacademy. This is when we had just first set up our team. These were the 4 people that we had on the product design side. It was Prithvi, Sneha, Neelank and me. Then as we started putting more stuff, we started getting into some of the things we've done for product. So this is our icon set for the different categories we have. We also have a custom icon set for our entire product, which is about 150 icons that Neelank has made. Each icon by hand, and we use this in our apps. We did a lot of interesting things around gamification, about helping learners stay motivated as they go through their learning journey. And some of the things we did here were these milestone cards that you could share, like really nice looking cards that you share on your social media when you get them. And you can sort of keep track of how you have been studying over time. This is something we had tried about video onboarding. This is to get people on board. Sort of the first experience that they have when they open the app, when they check it out, that sort of tells them what Unacademy does. They probably already know something if they're coming from YouTube or the App Store or the Play Store. Just giving them an idea of what they can expect and just starting off the journey for them. This is actually our creator side. So educators use this. They can bring in images, they can bring in PDF, PPTs, and they can actually do voiceovers with annotations on this. So they can create these lessons and they can sort of publish them to all the learners who are following them. And it's a vibrant community of educators that we have. And we like to support educators who are doing really well, people who build these networks of learners who come to them to study, learners who are used to their teaching style, who love the way they teach. And we sort of have these monthly educator awards where we sort of celebrate our top educators. We help them figure out how they could be doing better. We sort of connect them to the things we're doing at Unacademy and get a lot of feedback from them on how we can make our products better for them. This is again around gamification. We have tried a bunch of things. Gamification by itself could be a whole different video on the different things we've done, but this is just a few glimpses here on Dribble. Chamomile Tea with Toppers. This is one of our YouTube channels where we have interviews with toppers of different exams and we talk to them about how they've studied. A lot of them are educators on our platform. We talk to them about their stories and help them share what has gotten them to this point. This is another thing we did. This actually connects to a part of our gamification where as you unlock these milestones that I talked about earlier, you get hats in the product that you can dedicate to your favorite educator. So let's say you reach 10,000 learning minutes, you get a hat that you can dedicate to one educator who helped you get there. And you have to really choose who do you want to give this to. And this really helps educators feel connected to their network of learners and get feedback and recognition for the kind of work that they're putting in. So what we had done on Teachers Day was we had created a special Teachers Day edition hat that learners could share with as many teachers, as many educators as they wanted. And this was just one of the small things in the app, because when you're designing product, you're usually thinking about these big systems, you have these screens, they connect, you have these experiences, but just small things like this really make the experience much richer for learners as well as educators on the platform. This is something we did with Unacademy Plus. So Unacademy Plus is the special offering that we have, which are live sessions that happen with the top educators on the platform, and you can actually engage with them in a live classroom experience. And you can have your doubts cleared and things like that. So this was one of our landing pages for it. We have a lot of new things that are coming up as well. Probably talk about that in a future video. This is our educator app. This is what educators use to keep track of the content they're putting out, how well it's performing, what are learners saying about it, and just some feedback to understand how they can do better and how they can create content for their learners to do better. This what we have here is interactive MCQs. So in your feed where you're getting updates from different educators that you're following, you have these quick MCQ tests where you can actually answer and get immediate feedback on how good you were. These are polls within the app. We have some more stuff related to Unacademy Plus here. These are actually physical badges that we give to our educators as part of the monthly educator award, just something to help them feel recognized for their efforts. This right here, we actually do a lot of A/B tests at Unacademy to figure out what is the best experience. So in a lot of places within the app, we run multiple variations of a design to figure out what are the best solutions by figuring out how learners are actually interacting with the designs. And this really helps give some data to the decisions we're taking in terms of product as well as in terms of design. So A/B tests are actually a very interesting way to figure out what designs perform better, how to get insights from the different variations you have, and figure out how can you find the best experience that learners are actually interacting with the best. So those are just some things that I thought might be interesting for you. I want to do a lot more videos about the kind of stuff we're doing at Unacademy. There is a lot of small things we can talk about, like we can talk about features, how we build things. We can talk about how the team approaches problems, how they think about design. We can also talk about a lot of the features we've done, how we do things, the design process that we follow. And I think a lot of this will be very interesting for you because in the past 1.5 years, we've transitioned from a small design team, which is 3 people, to a fairly mid-sized design team, which is 8 people, which is 5 plus 3. And a lot of the learnings here are really useful to understand how do you work in a team, how do you work within a bigger design organization that is in a fast-growing startup. And in addition to the tutorials and the other content I'm putting out, a lot of this helps you understand mindset. It helps you understand what are the different things that designers in fast-growing startups do today. And I think that can be very useful. So please leave a comment below. Give me ideas on what you would want to hear about the design team at Unacademy. I have a few things planned as well, and I can't wait to share them with you. Thanks a lot for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.